My Singing Monsters is a mobile game where players collect and breed a variety of unique monsters, each contributing their own sounds to create harmonious musical compositions. Set across by various themed islands, players can unlock new monsters by experimenting with breeding combinations, upgrading their monsters to enhance performance, and managing resources like coins and diamonds. Here's a beginner's guide explaining everything that you'll need to know before hopping in and exploring. Monsters, islands, and currency. Starting with monsters. You have 4 types of monsters in the game: natural monsters, seasonal monsters, mythical monsters, and ethereal monsters. Each monster will uniquely be on its own island, providing its own unique sound. With a custom design for each monster creatively made by My Singing Monsters, you're definitely in store for a treat. These special monsters also come in different rarities such as common, rare, and epic, with each rarity bringing new designs and extravagant animations that will keep you wanting to upgrade every one possible. Certain monsters are unique to specific islands and you actually can't get them on other islands, so as you dive in, you'll get to understand that exclusivity. The last style of monster that we haven't talked about yet is the Buisness. Now, this monster is a special one that can only be unlocked under certain conditions. For a whopping 75 million gold, you can get Buisness placed on your island, and being one of the trademark monsters of the game, this monster is gonna leave you speechless. You also have a rare and epic version of him depending on which island you're on that provide a similar feeling compared to the normal one. The epic Buisnesses each have their own unique design matching whatever island they're on, while the rare and the normal Buisness continue to have the same design consistently. Buisnesses are actually unable to breed, so all of these monsters you're gonna have to purchase before getting on your island. If you guys were wondering how these monsters begin to appear on the islands, well, now you know. There's a certain building on the map called the breeding structure. This place is in charge of breeding fellow monsters. Experiment with different combinations to create new monsters. Each monster has specific breeding pairs that can produce them. Little shortcuts to make sure that you are able to breed the monster you want to get on your island. You can look for different resources like guides in-game or even MPG's website. He has every single combination there. Leveling up your monsters is also going to be a vital part of this breeding process. Higher levels increase their coin production and improve their singing. It's also important to note that monsters are only capable of being placed in the breeding structure if they are level 4 or higher. So having food on this game is going to be a must if you want to continue to expand the island and get more and more monsters. Certain monsters have a requirement of getting to level 15 or 10 to inhabit certain islands as well. These locations don't require breeding, but a teleportation exchange from the previous location. The vastness and the creativeness that these islands have to offer for getting one monster from one place all the way to the other is something that you are only going to be able to understand by hopping in and playing for yourself. Moving on to the second category, guys, let's cover the island aspect of the game. Now, guys, each island has its own unique song as well as design and normally a different pool of monsters. You have the natural islands, the magical islands, the ethereal islands, and the mirror islands, as well as the seasonal / the special islands. Whenever you first begin the game, you're going to have Plant Island as your opening, and this is one of the natural islands. As you begin to progress on this game, you'll understand the aspect of placing the monsters down and hearing the melody that Plant Island has to offer. So whenever you go to the next island, which is Cold Island, you'll be placing some of the same monsters you had on Plant Island down there, but you'll notice that they have a different sound. So even though it's the same monster, the melody is actually changed with the island, creating a fun and fresh experience no matter what island you're on. Some islands even have these special monsters called the Wordos, and these guys actually sing vocals.
Say that we are monsters.
Oh, dude, it's so fire. As much as I would love to say that every single island has all of the Buisnesses, sadly they don't. As I'm uploading this video, the Buisnesses are slowly getting released here and there, so we have them on a few islands, but sadly not all of them. Maybe we can see more Buisnesses on different islands in the future. One thing you need to be prepared for is the seasonal events that this game offers. My Singing Monsters is very on top of it when it comes to seasonal updates. So with every season coming around, you can expect a map to be completely changed. We're talking the entire exterior of certain islands, getting a complete revamp for that season. With these seasonal events also come seasonal monsters, and we're going to talk more about those guys later on. Another thing you're going to want to understand is the mirror island aspect of the game. So as we navigate to our map, guys, you'll see that there is a mirror island button. As you click that, you'll begin to see a copy of all of the normal islands, and this basically offers you a second chance to play the same island in your own different creative way. A lot of people will use this to play certain monsters that generate a lot of coins to create a coin farm. That way they can boost their resources. Some people just like to replay the game in a different way. The decision is fully up to you to decide how you want to play these mirror islands. And as you begin to navigate to the magical mirror islands, you'll notice this split right down the middle, kind of creating this division in the island's design. This is a recent collaboration from My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire, incorporating certain islands from that game over here to the main game. A lot of fun, guys. My Singing Monster is very creative, guys. You'll begin to understand that as you continue to play this game. These guys are super actively updating their game, so as the future comes, the island island count is sure to continue evolving with new additions coming to our current island map. Number 3, guys, currency. We have coins, diamonds, relics, and star power. These are going to be your heavy hitters to understand how to play. Coins are earned by placing monsters on the islands, and you use them to buy more monsters and structures. Diamonds, premium currency used for special items and speed ups. Earn them through achievements or purchase them. Relics are used for special purchases and can be obtained through events or by completing certain tasks. Star power, finally, this can be obtained through the tribal island, where you'll collect this special currency that you can use in the star shop, a special location in the market where you sometimes get rare and epic monsters, as well as a bunch of awesome decorations. Make sure to spend your money wisely. Focus on upgrading your monsters and islands first before spending on cosmetic items. Save diamonds for rare, epic monsters or important upgrades. The number one thing people use diamonds for in the game is actually speeding up whenever you're breeding monsters and you're trying to get a certain thing, so that's what you're going to want to save your diamonds for. Also, another important thing to note, you're going to have to save coins to get the Wubbixes. With them costing 75 million coins whenever you first start, that is a task that seems to be impossible. But as you begin to play and rack up your monster count and you get more islands, you'll understand that it's actually something you can obtain if you're a smart saver. So make sure you spend your currency wisely. A few tips for success, guys. Upgrade your monsters as high as you possibly can in order to get more coin generation. A lot of people will only get level 4 and then they'll start breeding since that's the required amount to breed. But you can actually keep going all the way to 10, 15, and the higher they are, the more coins they're going to produce. Always get seasonal monsters during their events. Trust me, guys, I missed out on this when I first started. If you don't get seasonal monsters during their events, you're going to have to wait months, maybe a whole year before that monster ends up coming back to the game and you can actually get it on your island. So trust me, you're not going to want to wait. Once you get into the game, you're going to be really upset if you don't have certain seasonal monsters. So if there's a seasonal event at place, make sure you get the monsters. Even if you're not playing that much at the moment, get on and get those seasonal monsters placed down. Don't rush your islands. Complete them fully. Now, excluding the Wubbixes here, before moving on to the next island, make sure that you have everything maxed out. This will ensure that you have a balanced amount of resources that's going to create the most productive experience for you to continue playing. Wishing torches. This is going to be a very helpful tool when it comes to breeding difficult monsters. With wishing torches being placed on the island, you actually get an increase in breeding certain monsters. This is very helpful for me, and I actually didn't use this at first. Thankfully, the comment section of my videos told me that I needed to get them. So now I'm just telling you, get them as soon as you can. They'll be in the store over there on your market. Watch different content creators, such as this channel. There's amazing people that cover this game. They cover all of the updates, and they explain how to get certain monsters and kind of give you tutorials. So even if you don't have to watch me, maybe watch MPG, something like that, guys, that's going to be very helpful for you because you'll actually see me and other creators do the thing that you're trying to do. So it'll encourage you to know that you're doing the right thing and you just have to stay at it. And last but not least, have fun and stay committed. The longer you play, the better your islands are going to get. So stay consistent, guys. Even if you aren't a fan of the certain island that you're working towards, keep pushing because I promise there are more amazing islands to come. With these 3 factors in mind, you'll be well on your way to creating a vibrant, harmonious monster world. So guys, enjoy your musical journey.